Hello, welcome back to Golden News. Here is the breaking news from ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. China cannot be trusted to mediate peace between Russia and Ukraine. Czech President Petr Pavel is warning, telling that Beijing benefits from prolonging the war. His comments come as China is trying to position itself as a peacemaker in Ukraine, recently floating a vague roadmap to ending the conflict. And while most Western allies have been skeptical of the overtures, some countries like France insist China could play a major role in peace talks. Pavel, a former general and senior NATO leader, was unequivocal. When it comes to Ukraine, he argued, China only wants what's best for itself and, for now, that's more war. Beijing, said in an interview late last week, can get cheap oil, gas and other resources from Moscow in exchange for its no-limits partnership with the Kremlin. It is also good for China that the West is probably becoming a little bit weaker by supporting Ukraine, he added. Pavel's remarks seemed prescient when, only hours after he spoke, China's ambassador to France provoked indignation by proclaiming that former Soviet countries have no effective status in international law, a comment that came in response to a question about whether Crimea belongs to Ukraine. What I see as crucial is to explain this new reality to our own populations, Pavel said, and what matters for the commander on the ground are the tanks, aircraft, ships, and a number of other capabilities, not how much a respective country spends for the defense. Europe spent 13% more on militaries in 2022 than in the previous year, more than they have since the Cold War, a study by a think tank revealed Monday. Ukraine alone saw a sevenfold increase to $44 billion, a third of its GDP. The rising in military spending is not only because of the war in Ukraine. China has been increasingly investing in its naval forces as a way to expand its reach to Taiwan, of course. Then further out than the South China Sea, Nan Tian, one of the study's co-authors, told AFP. At the same time, the president was direct about his fears about the rise of populism and Russian influence in the Czech Republic's neighborhood, pointing to the possibility of a populist win in Slovakia's election later this year. The Czech president said that it would be a difficult situation for Slovakia, but also for us as the neighbors and really very close partners. He was even blunter about